That's David Fink.
Receiving serve from St. Louis, Missouri, David Chapman.
And there's Dave Chapman now giving his thanks to the crowd that gave him the round of applause there. Here's Dave Fink serving. Two games of
serve 0.
21, tiebreaker to 11. Fred Lewis is the referee.
Point.
Dave.
1, serving 0. Side out.
Dave Chapman is the current 3-wall national champion. This is the men's
0,
semifinals. 0 serves 1, 2 games to 21, tiebreaker to 11. Luis Moreno is waiting for Dave Chapman in the finals right now as he defeated Tommy Little a little bit earlier today.
Point.
Just so hard for the players to see that ball. Dave Fink swinging and missing. Ball coming out of that red logo up there in the center court. Nice dig from Dave Fink. I like it, but it was too hard.
Out.
Oh, barely missed that back line right there. The crowd fairly quiet right now, but we have a feeling it's going to get a little bit louder. 2 serves 1. Ooh, there was a reverse that Dave Chapman just hit.
Point.
Amazing shot from Dave Chapman.
3, serving 1.
You're watching the World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Handball Racquetball Championships, and that's a
Point.
beautiful serve from Dave Chapman. Came right underneath our webcast booth, and our engineer Chris Garrad going to throw it back in. Successfully hitting Dave Fink in the process.
Serving 1.
Fred Lewis calling the score when Dave Chapman wasn't in the box, 4-1. Nice shot from Dave Fink.
Point.
Crowd really quiet right now. Fairly quiet out here.
5, serving 1.
Scores 5-1. And there's another point right there for David Chapman, the current 3-wall national champion.
6, serving 1.
6-1 is the score. This is the first game. Dave Chapman serving to David Fink. Dave from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Dave Chapman from St. Louis, Missouri. And Dave Chapman has been working on his hook serve. There was a pretty good reverse, but it was sucked up by Fink, who just
serving 6.
nailed it down that left wall.
Side out. 6, serving 1.
6 serves 1. Such a smart play right there from Dave Chapman. A lot of players would have used their left hand. He shuffled his feet, got into the hitting position, and just jammed that down on the front wall. Out the right door.
Serving 1.
7 serves 1. This is the first game. And it was a point in.
8, serving 1.
Dave Chapman is just completely dismantling Dave Fink at this moment.
9, serving 1.
Score is 9-1 now.
Point. 10, serving 1.
You heard the score from referee Fred Lewis. Both players sliding out here.
Side out.
You saw Dave Fink slide in his approach in. Dave Chapman tried to make an adjustment, almost slip and fell. This is the second time Dave Fink has had a chance to serve.
Serves 10.
And he's got a really good serve, so he needs to get that going.
Side out.
It's really frustrating because Dave Fink could score a lot of points if he just had a little bit more
10 serves 1.
comfort in that serving area. The only way to do that is to score a few more points.
Point.
Scores 11-1.
11 serves 1.
This is the men's semifinals. Winner faces Luis Moreno.
Side
That
out.
was a very rare mishit from Dave Chapman.
1 serves 11.
That's an out ball
Side out.
and a side out.
Called it out.
Dave Fink appealed it, and Fred said
11 serves 1.
that the ball was called out by the line judge, 11-1. Nice shot right there from Dave Fink.
Side out. One serves 11.
Scores now 1-11.
Side out.
Dave Fink's wife, Trish, back in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, watching this, as well as his father, Rodney.
11 serves 1.
His father, Rodney Fink, his mother, Dee Dee.
Out.
I thought that ball
Point.
was pretty close. Line judge on the left is
12
Jacob
serves
Kafkowitz, 12-1.
Point.
Dave Fink has no answer for Dave Chapman right now. Dave Chapman pushing Fink
13 serves 1.
into an awkward return position, then does those dumps up front. Oh, nice serve.
Point.
Scores now 14-1.
14 serves 1.
I'm not only the broadcaster, but also the ball boy today during this match.
Hinder.
That ball hit
Check
Dave
it.
Chapman. Dave looked,
14
don't know
serves
why he keeps
1.
looking over at me like this, but I think he's doing that when he does a reverse serve. Yeah, he put a little spin on that. Nice little wrinkle from Dave Chapman. Making eye contact over here at the booth as if to
Point.
say, watch this.
15 serves 1.
Normally I'm not so self-pretentious, but he's doing it for some reason. Maybe he likes my smile.
Point. Sixteen serves 1.
16 serves 1. Oh boy, he has a nice little reverse right there.
Side out.
And both of those reverses that he has done in the last couple serving options has been put in that left corner by Dave
serve
Fink.
16.
1 serve 16. That has to
Side
frustrate
out.
Dave Fink. 16 serves 1 in this men's semifinals match.
16 serves 1.
That is now the 4th ball that Fink has hit
Point.
over the courts.
17 serves 1.
17 serves 1.
Side out.
Dave Chapman's upset with himself on that exchange. You're watching the World 3-Wall Ball Handball Championships
1 serves 17.
and Racquetball Championships. Oh, that was
Side out.
meticulous from Dave Chapman, popping that ball out that right door.
17 serves 1.
17 serves 1. deep serve.
Point.
Dave Chapman had a lot of options right there, and he decided just to power it down so it would hit a side wall.
18 serves 1.
Dave Chapman has 18. David Fink has 1. Dave Chapman has 10 seconds to get the serve off. And, ooh, it just made it in.
Point. So it's good.
That ball
Deal.
was good. I agree with Fred
Called it
Lewis.
good. Agree. 19 serves 1.
That was a miss hit from Dave Chapman, but it actually stayed in the court.
Point.
Dave is the very best at that game where he serves and then he just dumps the ball.
20 serves 1.
This is a semifinals match, and Dave Chapman serving to win the first game. And there it
Point.
is. Dave Chapman
5
wins the
minutes.
first one, 21-1 over Dave Fink. You're watching the World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Handball Championships at WPHLive.tv. My name is Dave Vincent, referee Fred Lewis, Jeff Kastner on the camera, as well as Omar Lemus and Chris Garrad helping us out with the engineer work. We appreciate all of the work that that everyone is doing around here to get this event organized.
Huh?
We are across the street from the Stratosphere, which is just about 250 feet away. During the daylight when the sun was going down, the Stratosphere's shadow was peeking over the left edge of the courts here. 9 constructed courts that they're temporary. They're going to be taken down after the event, stored in a warehouse, and then used for other World Outdoor Racquetball and World Players of Handball events that we're going to put on. So get ready for that. But these courts are constructed just for this tournament with hopes that we're going to team up and do another outdoor series of events, so to speak. As we take a look at that Stratosphere, 887 feet off the ground. It's an amusement park, it's a hotel, it's a casino, it's got rides, it has the sky jump, which is a lot like base jumping or bungee jumping, kind of a mixture between the two, with a lot of the players, the racquetballers as well as the handballers, going extreme this weekend, jumping off that sky jump up there, where again it's 887 feet off the ground when they start, and they end 2 stories off the ground onto a platform where they have friends and family waiting for them that have been taking pictures. It's an amazing ordeal out here as we get ready for game number 2, and Fred Lewis is going to call that beginning of that second game.
Chapman is serving 0, serving 0.
Here it is, game number 2 after Dave Chapman wins the first one 21-1. And that's going to be out.
Out.
It's a good call from Fred Lewis.
One serving 0.
1 serve 0. That's short. Dave Chapman knows it. Fred Lewis didn't call it.
0 serving 1.
This is a very friendly game right here between Dave Chapman and Dave Fink. Look at that shot from Dave Chapman. Absolutely unbelievable. Right down the line. It was like Roger Federer.
1 serving 0.
1 serve 0. It's like when Dave Fink decides to use a sidewall, he's hitting it to Dave Chapman, and then Dave Chapman
2
decides
serving 0.
to do the same thing, and he seems to get a point.
Point.
It's like this game was invented for Dave Chapman out here.
3 serve 0.
3 serve 0. Oh, nice fish shot right
out.
there from Dave Fink.
0 serves 3. Hold it. Hinder. 0, serves 3.
Another nice shot from Dave Chapman. You're watching the World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Handball Racquetball Championships.
Three, serving 0.
I tried to catch what Fred Lewis just said there.
Point.
I know that Jeff Kastner, I think, heard it.
4, serving 0.
Fred Lewis went over and whispered something in Dave Fink's ear, and I'll find out what that was a little later on.
Point. Five, serving 0.
Scores 5-0.
Point. Six, serving 0.
That's a
Side
nice
is out.
sliding pass shot from David Fink.
0, serving 6.
Score is 0-6. That's a nice shot right there from Dave Fink. 1 serve 6.
1, serving 6.
Dave Chapman felt that Fred Lewis didn't give him enough time right there during the call of the point.
Point.
That's why you heard Fred Lewis say, "I'm sorry."
Two, serving 6.
Scores 2-6. Nice hop right there from Dave Fink,
Side out.
who has Chapman way back but can't capitalize on the next, what I call return serve.
6, serving 2.
6 serves 2. This is the second game. Dave Chapman wins the first one. Men's semifinals 21-1. Ooh, referee,
Side out.
sideline judge called that out. I'm surprised Dave Chapman could. I guess he can't appeal that because the line judge called it out. 2 serve 6. Oh, Dave Fink actually hits that ball low. It had a weird sound, and that's why Dave Chapman's going up front, but that ball was actually good. I think Chapman walked up to see what it was that made that noise.
3, serve 6.
3 serve 6, men's semifinals. Dave Fink serving to Dave Chapman, who looked like he just lost his legs on that serve right there.
4, serving 6.
Now you're starting to see a momentum change here, 4-6. Dave Chapman looks tired for the first time. Dave Chapman playing really tight with Dave Fink. Now it's 5-6, and if Dave Chapman has a sort of philosophy that indoors, if they score 3 straight points, he calls a timeout. Outdoors, he'll go 4 or 5 points before he calls an automatic timeout.
Side out.
And we would have seen one if Dave Fink would have scored that last point there.
6, serving 5.
6 serves 5. Waiting to hear the call from the referee, whether that was in or out, and I heard nothing. Now Fred saying it's
Five, serve 6.
scores 5-6.
Side out.
Now Dave Fink is upset with himself here because he knows that that was a
6, serving 5.
sloppy shot from Dave Chapman.
Side
And
out.
Dave Chapman hitting the ball over the top of the front wall. There's another ball lost.
5, serving 6.
Score is 5-6.
Side out. 6, serving 5.
Score is 6-5. That was a weird sound over there.
Out.
It's one of those strange shots we've been seeing at this weekend where a player will we have a player that hits the
5,
side wall
serving
and it still
6.
makes it out.
Hold it. Play it over. Five, serving 6. Side out. 6, serving 5.
Score is 6-5. Dave Chapman wins the first one, 21-1. That was a strange shot, but he played it exactly perfect. And then Dave Fink
Side
catches
out.
that side wall and now gets a side out. The more Dave Fink can stay in these rallies, the more he can push Dave Chapman back, the better chance he has at actually scoring points and possibly taking this to a tiebreaker.
Five, serving 6.
Score is 5-6. I like that shot right there from Fink. Chapman plays it perfect. Fink goes for the kill, and he gets it. Wasn't really a kill shot, but it was on these courts. It gets the same exact effect, and now he's going to call a timeout.
Who called it?
Dave Fink calling a timeout. My name is Dave Vincent. We appreciate the fact that you are watching this live broadcast of the World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Handball and Racquetball Championships. We're live here at the Stratosphere across the street from the hotel and casino in the parking lot, which in normal circumstances is not something you brag about. You don't usually brag about doing a handball tournament in a parking lot, but here in beautiful Vegas, it's absolutely perfect. Palm trees, we got the casino, the hotel, the resort, the portable courts, and racquetball pros commingling with the handball pros and all the age divisions, having a good time as they coexist with each other outdoors here in Las Vegas, Nevada for the first ever, the inaugural World Outdoor 3-Wall Ball Championships. Dave Chapman defeated Dave Fink in the first game of this men's semifinals, and now
6,
it's Fink
serving 6.
coming back to tie it after being down 6-1. It's tied at 6 here in the second game versus the current 3-Wall USHA national champion Dave Chapman. That ball just sort of squelched out of there. Now it's the first lead of the match for David Fink.
7, serving 6.
7 serve 6. Oh, wow. That was a very nice shot right there from Chapman, who actually skipped it in.
You think it skipped?
Fred Lewis saw what I saw. I thought it was good, and Dave Fink also saw what Dave Chapman
8,
saw.
serving 6.
8 serve 6. I had a player actually walk in front of me right when it happened, but looked like it was good.
Point.
Now it's 9-6 in favor of young Dave Fink. Well, I mean, he's a couple of years younger than Dave Chapman.
9, serve 6.
9 serve 6. That's a reverse hook from Dave Fink.
Side is out. 6, serving 9.
6 serves 9 is the call here from referee Fred Lewis.
Point.
And a little Sidearm fist shot, dump, kill from Dave Chapman brings it a point closer.
7 serving 9.
Score 7-9. This one's coming right.
Side out.
Not only am I one of the broadcast people today, but also one of the ball boys. A lot of the balls head in this direction.
9 serving 7.
Both players generally serving over here, and then every now and then they try to squeeze one like that one from Fink, who gets an absolute perfect chain of events for himself. Serve behind himself or right in front of himself there.
10 serving 7.
Pounces right onto it down that left wall. There's another quick point for Dave Fink.
$11 serving 7.
It's not as hot right now here in Las Vegas, where it was 105 earlier.
Side out.
Now it's down to, it actually feels comfortable. It's down to the 90s.
7 serves 11.
Score is 7-11. Oh, I saw that in.
Side out.
I'd love to see the replays of those. Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me.
11 serves 7.
11 serves 7. Good serve from Dave Fink, who's going to put this one away. He doesn't quite get it.
Side out. 7 serves 11.
Score is 7-11.
Point. Eight serves 11. Point. 9 serves 11.
9 serves 11. Oh, that ball checks up. Dave Chapman doesn't get his complete hand on it, just a couple fingers. He played it to go out that door, and then he almost still got a hold of it.
11 serves 9.
11 serves 9. This is the biggest lead that Dave Fink has had in this whole match. Look at that. That's a punch. Oh, and he doesn't make it to the front wall. Checks up on that left side wall.
9 serves 11.
Scores 9-11 here. Second game. Such a tough serve. That ball just squelches around. Chapman is getting out of the way of Dave Fink. Technically he's out of the way, but from our angle it shadows for a while.
10 serves 11.
10 serves 11.
Point.
And there's a timeout call from David Fink.
Pardon me?
You're watching the World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Racquetball Handball Championships here at the parking lot of the Stratosphere in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Streaming live at WPHlive.tv. My name is Dave Vincent. We totally appreciate the fact that you are watching this live broadcast over the internet. If you are tuned in to watch a friend or family member, or if you are a handball player, do consider buying your WPH All Access Pass so you can watch further live webcasts that we provide, also on-demand videos that are available for all members. We have over 250 hours of handball that has been filmed by the WPH up there live, so you can watch handball, maybe enjoy some of the past matches that we've done over the last 5 years or so. It's online. After you purchase your WPH All Access Pass. How do you do it? You can either go to thehandballstore.com or go to WPHpass.com. Thehandballstore.com or WPHpass.com gets you that all access pass membership. We also give you a free membership to watch the actual magazine that we have, to watch the videos, the live webcasts, and also a free DVD of handball instruction. All part of your all access pass membership. It also gets you reduced merchandise prices and entry into some tournaments. It's well worth the $40. Both players playing deep here. Nobody attacking yet. Uh-oh, here it is. Dave Fink has the first opening, and he goes forward and he gets it.
Side out. Eleven serves 11.
11 serves 11. That ball was long. It was not called. Now you hear the referee talking to the players. I actually saw that long. I'm so surprised that a line judge, or I guess line judge don't call long balls. Now you'll see Dave Chapman not say one word, and I'm surprised Dave Fink has a chance to appeal this. That's an appealable call.
11 serves 11.
11 serves 11.
Side out.
You're watching the World 3-Wall Ball Championships. This is the men's semifinals. Dave Chapman defeats Dave Fink in the first game 21-1. Here it's been a little different.
11 serves 11.
And that's the reason why. 11-11 is the call from referee Fred Lewis, and another side out. This one is going rather slow. No more than a 2-point lead at any point during this second game.
11 serves 11.
Well, that was after Dave Chapman had a 6-2 lead. Since that point, there's never been more than a 2-point lead. That looked like it could have been called short.
Point.
Surprised there's no appeal from Dave Fink.
12 serves 11.
12 serves 11. Nice shot right there from Fink. Dave Chapman slides in, gets it. Dave Fink's going to power it down the right wall, and he gets it successfully out that door. Just too much power.
Side out. 11 serving 12.
Scores 11-12. Wow, look at that shot right there from Dave Chapman, banging into the wall and getting that right corner kill. Crowd likes it too.
Which one are you appealing? He has an appeal here on the ball that David hit. You thought it was out? No.
This is a kind of strange appeal, because if the referee, the line judge, thought it was out, he would have just said it's out immediately. So I don't know how you could really appeal that.
Side out. (11) serves 11.
Scores 11-11. Oh, nice serve from Dave Fink, and the ball checks up. Hits that left wall. You almost have to play the carom at all times, but that one really did look like it was going to go out the door.
Serves 11.
11 serves 11. I really thought there was a 12 in there at one point. I heard Fred Lewis call 12 serves 11 at one point. Now we're back to 11-11. I think somewhere along the line we might have lost a point.
11 serves 11. Side out.
World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Championships brought to you by DeWalt Head Gearbox Racquetball. World Outdoor Racquetball, Mike's Hard Lemonade, Beck's, and of course the Stratosphere, to name just a few.
11
And I'm telling you, there
serves, 11.
are certainly a lot of different vendors out here. 11 serves 11. That's a dumb shot from Dave Chapman. He did that a lot in the first game when he won 21-1. Here now it's 12-11.
12 serves, 11.
I swear it was 12-11 before, but I could be daydreaming.
Point.
Dave Chapman saying to Dave Fink, nice get. It really was a nice get, but Dave Chapman pushed that ball
13 serves, 11.
down that left wall. 13 serves 11. Chapman really telegraphs that serve. And that's a great get from Chapman. Look where he puts it, too. He's going to make Fink work for this one. And that ball just digs into the floor. Dave Chapman earning that rally, earning that point.
Glove change, 2 minutes.
There's a 2-minute glove change right now, called by Fred Lewis. You are watching the 3-Wallball Outdoor Racquetball and Handball World Championships. The parking lot of the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino. They gave hotel discounts to all the players, $28 a room night lodging, and then a whole bunch of amenities like 2-for-1 all-you-can-eat buffet. They've got free meals every single day. And it has been absolutely remarkable how the staff has treated this group of people out here that has been participating in this event, whether they're fans or if they're just a group of people coming off the street that enjoy the game of handball or racquetball. In fact, there's been a lot of reports of people flying all the way across the country just to watch this as a spectator, which is absolutely amazing. We appreciate those people that have done that, but also the sponsors that have made this event possible, like Head, Gearbox Racquetball Warehouse, Stellar Artois, also Mike's Hard Lemonade, Beck's, Tool Up, Ahern Rentals, 3wallball.com, World Players of Handball, and World Outdoor Racquetball, all coming together, as well as, and we keep forgetting to bring this up, Ectalon with their fireballs. We have them available in the web store at thehandballstore.com. That's the Ectalon Fireball. You've been seeing these live webcasts with that red ball, and also the racquetballs played with the racquetball that's also red, made by Ectalon. You can buy those at thehandballstore.com. This live feed brought to you by Nifty Television, Nifty, Nifty TV.com. They stream all of the action for us, and they're bringing it to you this weekend. They are the equivalent of TV over the internet. Nifty Television, Nifty, NIFTY TV.com. I know that your business or your recreation does events where they use live webcasts. Well, we certainly use them, and you could use them just like we do. It's Nifty TV. Go online since you're there now and just punch it up. www.niftytv.com.
14 serves, 11.
14 serves 11. Boy, that looked like and sounded painful. But no wincing from Dave Chapman.
11 serves, 14.
11-14. Dave Fink should put that ball away. Chapman diving in for a re-kill, and he gets it.
Side is out.
Dave Fink had an opportunity there to score a point. Chapman dives in, and he didn't have to.
14 serves, 11.
He didn't have to dive for that ball, but he did, and he did it with authority, pushing that ball down that wall. 14-11. That looked just too easy for Dave Chapman.
$15 serves, 11.
Score is now 15-11. A lot of power from Dave Fink there. That's a ball that Chapman would probably dive for if that wall wasn't over there in that corner. That corner of that wall where Luis Moreno.
11 serves, 15.
dove into and got 10 staples in the back of his head. Now he's in the finals. That was
Side is out.
another swing and miss from Dave Fink. A lot of these players having troubles
15,
picking that ball up.
Serves 11.
Fred Lewis calling the serve while the ball's rattling around in the front court there. And then just let the play go, I guess.
Side out. Eleven serves 15.
That ball just seemed to dart off the ground there. Dave Chapman serving now, 15-11.
15 serves 11.
Men's semifinals here, second game. Chapman wins the first one, 21-1. This one's a lot closer. Chapman with a 4-point lead. Make that a 5-point lead. Now Dave Fink is being a little bit more vocal, but he's been certainly
16 serves 11.
minding his manners out here today.
Point.
Now the score is 17-11. Chapman 4 points away from playing young Luis Moreno
17 serves 11.
in the finals. Fred Lewis calls a very fast game, by the way.
Point.
Now the score is 18-11. Really a quiet crowd here. We thought that they were going to erupt with these two guys on the court, but that just
serves 11.
Just has not happened. 18-11. Chapman just getting that ball over the line, and then he goes to dump it and he misses it. That's usually a sign of weak legs, but Chapman told himself you did that too fast. He told himself to slow down, walk into it, and let the ball drop into your hand.
11 serves 18.
Fred Lewis calling a very fast game here. Dave Fink not even into the box before Fred's calling the score. That's a point.
Point.
Waits for Chapman to get set.
Serves 18.
12 serves 18. And that's a point right there for Dave Fink. All he needs is a little momentum. Dave Chapman's going to say something to Dave Fink here. Watch. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, and Dave gives him some back. I know Chapman well enough.
Serves 18.
I can tell you a little bit about what I think they're saying. Okay, Dave Fink's going to take care of this one. And he does.
Point.
Now the momentum has changed.
$14 serves 18.
14 serves 18. Oh, that's a tough one to get back, and Fink, I think, just did it. That's sneaky. That is sneaky.
Side is out. You made the call, and I both saw it. Both he and I saw it in. So.
Yeah, when the ball hits the line, it's actually considered in.
No. 18 serving 14.
18 serves 14. Ball looked like it hit the line from here, but I've been wrong many times before.
Hold it!
Wow, that's
Play
tough.
it over.
Uh-oh, here it is. That gets into Dave Fink's head. You're going to get a smile out of Chapman here.
18 serves 14.
Dave Chapman said that Dave Fink was not that quick. And you know that gets into Fink's head. Every time Chapman does that.
Timeout to number 3.
That's a third timeout for Dave Fink. Score, Fred? I believe it's 19-11. 19-13 is the score here. Fred Lewis is the referee. We have Omar Lemus on the camera. Jeff Kastner is also behind one of those. And then we have our best friend, our good buddy, Chris Garrad, doing the engineer work. Right behind yours truly, Dave Vincent, as we stream live at WPHlive.tv. If you have not purchased your WPH All Access Pass membership, you can do so. We have free DVDs. We have live webcast viewing. You can read the online magazine, get merchandise discounts, and also get more on-demand videos. The videos from this event can be watched fairly easy by the time next week comes around and we upload it to the server. You can watch all of these matches once again live on the internet. And since you're on the internet, check out some of our sponsors for this event, like War Network, World Outdoor Racquetball, 3wallball.com, Gearbox Racquetball, Racquetball Warehouse, Pro Kennex, and Racket Skins. And here's the call from Fred Lewis getting the boys back in to action. That ball's short. It is not called, though, and we will get an appeal. I know Dave Fink saw that. And we might get an appeal from Chapman, and he's not going to do it.
$14 serving 19.
14 serves 19. That's the serve I'd like to see Dave do more often.
Hold it! Hinder.
Scores
14 serves 19.
14-19, second game of the men's semifinals, and that's an out serve. Now they're starting to talk to each other.
19 serves 14.
19-14. Dave Chapman trying to play head games with Dave Fink. They actually do it to each other. A lot of the racquetball pros showed up for this one because they thought that they heard the rumors that Dave Fink was going to go nuts out here, and he hasn't even really said one word. And that's a beautiful shot right there from Dave Fink, who kills that ball in that right corner. Now Dave Chapman's doing a lot of talking to Dave Fink. Every time he walks by, he's saying, lucky shot,
19.
I mishit that. Just trying to downgrade Dave's ability here, Fink's ability.
Side out.
And now you see Fink jarring back to Dave Chapman.
19 serving 14.
19 serves 14. Second game of the men's semifinals. Dave Fink won the first one, and it looks like, Dave Chapman won the first one 21-1, and he's on his way one more point away from being into the finals to face Luis Moreno tomorrow. 1 point away. Dave Chapman is
20 serving 14.
The score is now 20-14. This is match and game point for Dave Chapman. That ball was called out by the sideline judge. Dave Fink has another chance to serve here. His father, Rodney Fink, his mom, Dee Dee Fink, watching in at home, as well as his wife.
14 serves 19, 14 serving 20.
His wife, Trish Fink, watching as well, and the family, all back in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And that is a dive from Dave Chapman, who gets up. Dave Fink pushes him out and is unable to catch up to that. I agree with what Dave Fink is saying here. He thinks that Dave Chapman popped up just a little too quick.
Serving 14.
The score is 20 serves 14. This is game and match point for Dave Chapman. That's a nice return from Chapman. And there it is. The game is over. The match is over. Dave Chapman now advancing to another WPH Echelon Fireball event. This time the World 3-Wall Ball Outdoor Racquetball and Handball Championships here at the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Fred Lewis giving Dave Chapman some directions to come over into the webcast booth so you can do a quick interview. I believe Fred Lewis can actually do it right there with Dave, with the court mic that he has.
Well, I want you to say that.
Fred Lewis could actually interview Dave Chapman with his microphone if he wanted to. You could actually interview Dave Fink with that if you'd like to. We'll have Dave Chapman come into the booth here live and put the headset on. He's making his way in as we are here getting ready for the men's big ball doubles championship. Out on the outdoor courts, there's 9 constructed courts for this event for racquetball and for handball. And all of the vendors and all of the supporters are all out here in force. We have Dave Chapman in the booth. Dave, it was a match that people came to watch. It was fairly quiet in the crowd, which I really thought that we'd see a Fink eruption. And it's been a rowdy crowd so far, but yet this one was fairly quiet, and I think it was because of what you did there.
We'll just pan over to him on the floor there, and you'll see why he wasn't able to yell at the crowd. He's just absolutely exhausted. He had to play 4 or 5 hours ago, and he's laying down. He's just probably too tired to even argue.
I agree. You know, it was 105 degrees. You played big ball singles, and I mean, you played so many different events out here. We had up to 3 events, and you played them all, Dave. And you were in this bad weather. And there's your coach, former coach, Tommy Burnett, giving you a handshake there. But you played in this weather. What does it do to a player playing in such arid temperatures here in the desert?
Well, I've been coming out here a few times and actually doing some hiking Red Rock Canyon in the heat and running on the strip and things to try and get prepared for this big event. So up until now, the heat hasn't really bothered me. I haven't felt fatigued. I've been a little tired during some rallies, but my recovery's been excellent. So I think that if you get used to it, you can go a little bit longer than people that don't come out here and aren't used to this 105-degree weather. We
were talking to Willie Polanco earlier, who kind of summed it up fairly well, and I'm wondering if this is happening to the players, is that when you get into a long rally, you start breathing through your mouth, and then the arid heat just sucks that saliva just kind of out of your throat. And it makes, some of the players are saying, I hydrated so much, I drank 2 gallons of water, whatever, but after one rally, all of a sudden it feels like you're dehydrated. Is that a feeling that these guys are getting?
Yeah, you have we're all putting on sunscreen and stuff because it's so hot, so you have sunscreen dripping down your face, you got sweat going in your mouth, so you're constantly swallowing your own sweat and sunscreen, and you don't have enough time. I'm actually swallowing my sweat right now to get out there and get some water in you after each rally. So it's grueling, but I think it favors the player that's in better shape out here, that's more consistent.
Okay, I'm going to let you go here in a second, but on that same line of wanting to go get drinks, the traditional game is you lose a ball, you go over and get a quick drink while you're getting. Fred Lewis called one of the fastest ref games I've ever seen in my entire life. He was calling it before you were even walking in to the server's box. Does that benefit you today because you had that style of serving deep and out the side walls, and then you have that dump re-kill? Is that benefiting you more so than Fink, or is that a pace that you like normally?
Well, this pace benefited me more than Fink because he was a little bit more tired than me today, mainly. Usually he's in great shape, as you can tell by his body. The guy's in great physical fitness, but Freddie just, he's the ultimate professional, and he was prepared to referee the match. He had plenty of balls. There was no stoppage. He didn't miss one call the whole match, and it was just a great officiated match, and I think that goes to the WPH being very prepared for these exciting matches and having great officials to be here.
Okay, 2 more really quick ones. First off, the event here outside of the Stratosphere. Where does this rank in a tournament that you've been at?
Well, this is the best event I've ever been at. You've got racquetball and handball, big ball. You've got almost all forms of raw handball at this event, and it's just very exciting to be here.
Well, we thank you. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. I know you've got a big mountain to climb still in the sense that you have to cool down and you have to get ready for your next match. You're in the finals against Luis Moreno tomorrow in the singles. And, I'm not going to ask you about his game or anything like that. I'm just going to let you go back to the hotel room and do what you do for your regular routine. So congratulations and good luck tomorrow in the finals to win another Fireball event with Echelon and the WPH.
All right, thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks for coming into the booth. That's Dave Chapman the multiple singles 3-wall outdoor national champion, current 3-wall national champion in small ball, and now he's going to come out here on these wide 23-foot long, 23-foot wide courts and 40 feet long outdoor facility that we put on here in Las Vegas at the Stratosphere right here on the Strip. So thank you for Dave Chapman for coming on in. We are going to take a quick break. We have the men's doubles finals coming up right around the corner, and before we do that, we're going to get the other finalists of the small ball singles, Luis Moreno, into the booth here, who's going to give us a quick rundown of what is going on with his finals with Dave Chapman. He sat courtside and was able to peer in and see a little bit about what Dave Chapman did with David Fink during that 40 minutes that the show court was on, Luis. Now, you've played Dave many times. He likes to get into your head and do those things, but it was fairly quiet in this match until the end when they started jarring with each other. Dave didn't do too much mind games, but he really just kind of put on an exhibition at the beginning there. You watched part of this.
I wasn't watching the first game at all, but I heard the score was 1. I didn't get to see anything, but that doesn't scare me at all.
Yeah, the score, I understand that.
Focus.
You've got a serve that is absolutely amazing, and then you turn around and try to shoot the next one when you get the guy deep. Dave today, which you missed, did a serve and dump, and so that means that the player's having to come in. You like to power him back out. I know you're ready for him tomorrow. What have you done differently to kind of prepare for this one that you maybe didn't do in Toledo when you lost in the semis there?
Just take better care of myself. Wake up early. Exercise. Stretch and eat a good meal before my matches. That's really important. So just the basics, and when I go in there, just stay focused, and it doesn't matter what anybody else says or what they do. It's just you and the ball, and that's it.
Here's something very interesting. A lot of these guys are coming from the Midwest. Some are coming from, up in Canada, or it's a little bit hotter up there. And certainly a lot of these people have not been in temperatures like this, and it's hard for you. You can't really sympathize with what's going on, because you live in Tucson, Arizona, where the temperature and the arid conditions are exactly the same. You have an advantage in a way.
I don't play outdoors, though.
You don't play outdoors a lot. But it's strange, and how do you prepare for an event like this? Because a lot of these players are coming out here and they're saying, I drank a lot of water, but yet I feel like I'm dehydrated. What do you do to prepare to try to keep yourself completely full of fluid? Do you drink just absolutely a ton of fluid?
Yeah, just keep drinking water and, try to stay in the shade. And, the first day I was here, I was out there out in the sun for about 5 hours, and then the next day I said, you know what, I'm just going to stay back at the hotel, relax, and I didn't show up until like 30 minutes before my match, so
getting focused.
Yeah.
It's and also being smart too. It's been very difficult for some of these players because this atmosphere is not conducive to staying in your hotel room. You look over, you see the racquetball players over here on the left side. You have the handball players over on the right, and all of these vendors in this sort of a circus, sort of Venice Beach meets Huntington Beach, and then it meets Atlantic City, which. Who cares about Atlantic City? We're on the Strip. It's all just very weird, and palm trees, and it's so hard to focus and try to win a tournament when you're under these conditions, no?
I don't think so, not for me. I just, I actually enjoy all of this, but, it's fun. You get to meet a lot of new people, and hopefully, they keep doing this year after year.
And we will do it again next year. You've got kind of a new addition to the family. I'm not saying that you've got a new baby or anything, but your new baby is the sponsor of Echelon. You're now part of the pro handball team with Echelon. What do you have to say about that?
I'm really excited. I don't know. I feel good every time I wear their, clothes, and the shoes are really comfortable as well. And I'm just pumped and ready to win, many tournaments.
We'll give you one quick question before we let you go here. In your first round match, the round of 32 in the men's small ball division, it was an awkward play. Your opponent dove for a ball. You kind of jumped over him, dove again, and you slid into the sidewall and cracked your head on the corner of the paneling here, and you required stitches. You really didn't get stitches at that moment. They wrapped your head. You put some ice on it, and you went in there and played. You're kind of bleeding all over. After that happened, what took place?
After I got hit, I took about maybe like 13-minute timeout, and I was feeling well. It was just a little hot for me. You know, after I went back in the court, it was just I kept getting dizzy after every rally, but you know, I just stayed focused and I wanted to finish it, so I didn't want to forfeit.
And then you went in there and you finished it, and you had another match 2 hours later, and then Bruce Handelman came in. He was a paramedic, and he stapled your head so you wouldn't bleed all over the place. You still have the staples in, right?
I still have them.
And then in the round of 16, you won that.
Yeah.
And your eye, when I looked at you, was a little dilated, like you've got a mild concussion. And to top it off, as the story goes, you went to the top of the stratosphere, and then you did that sky jump with 10 staples in your head. You have a slight concussion, and then you said, you know what? I need to live on the edge a little bit. I mean, sliding into the side paneling and almost cracking my skull open wasn't enough.
Actually, I wanted to do that before I died, so you know, if I hit my head again, I was like, I'm gonna do that.
I did it in reverse order. It's like Groundhog's Day, you know. I didn't do it in exact right order, so we have to relive the day. So anyway, tell me about that sky jump really quickly. Is it
I actually have a DVD of it. I'm gonna take it down to the racket club. You can have copies if you want.
It's only $1.99. You can buy it online. Have you ever base jumped, or have you ever done bungee jumping?
I've never done anything like that. This is my first time, but I want to jump off a plane soon.
Okay, so you need to get back out there.
Yeah.
You know, as if diving into a corner wasn't thrilling enough, Luis goes off sky jump here, 887 feet off the ground, all the way down to that second floor. Luis, congratulations and good luck in your finals tomorrow. We're going to definitely be here catching it live right on the internet. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks very much, Dave.
We're going to wrap up this live broadcast for just a few seconds. We have the men's big ball doubles championship right around the corner. We're going to be back for the 3-Wallball Outdoor World Racquetball Handball Championships in just a bit at the Stratosphere Hotel and Casino as we stream live at WPHlive.tv. For Jeff Kastner, Chris Grad, and Omar Lemus, as well as Fred Lewis, and the players that just got off that show court, my name is Dave Vincent. We'll be back in just a bit. Stick with us.